Welcome into Tori's Take presented by Priority Health. I'm Tori Petry. Obviously, it would have been nice to see the Lions get the win on Sunday against the Packers, but truth be told, I really don't feel like there's much for Lions fans to be upset about today. The Packers are the better team right now. The one-loss record says so, and it's why the Packers have clinched the NFC North and the Lions had to make a coaching change this season. But the Lions hung with the Packers on Sunday. They got things under control after the Pack got off to a hot start, and they were tied 14-14 at halftime. But it was those two clock-eating drives out of the half that really killed things for the Lions. Green Bay went on an 8-minute and 49-second scoring drive straight out of halftime. The Lions answered with a 3-and-out, and then Green Bay followed that up with another 7-minute and 49-second scoring drive right after that stretched into the fourth quarter. The Lions only ran 3 offensive plays in the whole third quarter. The defense was understandably worn down. And remember, they're pretty banged up too. Not having Everson Griffin because he was on the COVID list was huge because you always need to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Plus, the secondary was really thin. Jeff Okudah didn't play again this week. Big free agent signing Desmond Trufant is already on IR. Daryl Roberts, who was filling in on the outside, left the game with an injury, and Mike Ford had to step in. Now, those guys made some big plays, don't get me wrong, but contending with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams is a huge task. I really felt like the Lions needed to go score for score every single drive to keep up. They weren't quite able to do it. They needed a little bit more from the defense, but we did see lots of good things from this team. Looking at you, Marvin Jones Jr., non-catch that totally looked like a catch to me. What a play, am I right? All right, guys, let's turn to your questions. So first up, we've got a question from Trey George. Trey, you are my guy. You are always sending in questions for Tori's Take, and I always love them. This week, you ask, in your opinion, even with the loss, did it feel like a win given how the Packers destroyed us earlier this season? Also, did keeping it close help Darrell Bevell's chances of getting the head coach job this offseason? Well, Trey, there's no such thing as moral victories, but there was a lot to be impressed with from the Lions on Sunday. It was going to be a tall order for them to run the table the rest of the season, but what they have done is shown up and given everything they've got under both games under Darrell Bevell so far. Bevell's certainly making a case for himself. Players love playing for him, and it seems like he's really energized this team. The Lions have said he's under consideration. To me, it's just a matter of whether Lions leadership would like to just start totally fresh after this season. All right, next up, Eric Mutz, a college friend of mine and fellow Florida Gator, asks, have you seen and recovered from the shoe throw this weekend? Eric, as I'm sure you know and can agree, no, I'm not over it. What was that? Gonna need a minute. Lastly, a bunch of you asked if Matthew Stafford is okay. In fact, so many of you asked, I couldn't even pick just one of those questions to put right here in this segment. So here's the answer. We don't have too many details right now, but interim head coach Darrell Bevell did say that Stafford's x-rays from after the game came back negative. He said they'd keep an eye on him this week and see how he's feeling by the end of the week. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more clarity then. And finally, we'll take you to our extra point where we go around the league. This one isn't even from the Sunday of games. I'm going all the way back to Friday. I loved this post from the Tennessee Titans that recreated Taylor Swift's album cover with a photo of the back of Derrick Henry's head. It's a nod to Taylor Swift's surprise album drop of Evermore on Friday. Taylor Swift and football, two of my favorite things all together in one post. Derrick Henry is especially relevant to the Lions as they're the team that's up next with the challenge of stopping him. He ran for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns on Sunday against the Jacksonville Jaguars, so the Lions have a huge challenge ahead of them on Sunday. All right, that does it for this week's Tori's Take presented by Priority Health. From Xfinity Studio, I'm Tori Petry.